What is up, everybody? It is Mike Man WBA here, back again with another episode of WWE Draft Wars with Nathan.
Aye.
We are back with another episode of SmackDown Live. It is the first SmackDown Live after the No Way Out pay-per-view, and it is going to be an interesting one, I believe. We're going to jump straight into it here in wherever we are. Let's have a look. Should always look at this before we get into the episodes, but can never remember. We're here at the PPL Centre in front of 10,500 people, and we kick off the show with the brand new United States champion Chad Gable defeating Jeff Hardy in just over 10 minutes by pinfall with a Chaos Theory to make defence number 1 of his United States title. Hardy was really off his game, unfortunately. Gable not suited to his gimmick, but a good performance by Gable with a 78, Jeff Hardy with a 56. Gable improving his performance skills as well, so a good start to his US title reign as that match gets us a 73B-. Good start for Gable. He's doing well.
Yeah, he is the United States champion of the world, doing 22 better than Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy may have been off his game, but Chad Gable with a 78 there, that's nothing to frown upon. It shows that if only he was booked as well as Mike Man books him in real life, then maybe, just maybe, he wouldn't be floundering around.
Yeah, I knew he was doing good in this. I didn't realise he was doing that good. I'd forgotten he was doing that good. Happy with that.
Very talented man is Chad Gable, and maybe after the United States title he could move up the card to the main event scene, because after all he is ready, willing and Gable.
Yeah. So as Jeff Hardy makes his way to the back, Gable grabs a microphone from someone at ringside. Cuts himself a little promo. He says he's the perfect United States champion because he is an American hero. He went to the Olympics. He's done everything. He's really good in the ring. He's a great technical athlete. He's like Kurt Angle, except he actually has a neck. So he's better than Kurt Angle. It's not. Hey, I didn't say it. Chad Gable said it. It's not my fault, mate. I'm just the messenger. But Gable says he's the perfect US champion, and he is going to be the US champion for a very, very long time indeed. Unfortunately, Gable struggled going off script, which he did pretty much demand from me. So sadly, he couldn't.
Big for his boots.
Yeah, couldn't pull that off, unfortunately. But a 61C is still not a bad promo.
Yeah, you'd expect a little bit better promo-wise, though, because after all, he is a second-generation superstar, the son of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, and Daniel Bryan, of course, well known for being very good on the microphone. So maybe it doesn't run in the family. He's like the
Yes.
He's like the Reed Flair. Is it Reed? No, David Flair. Reed's the dead one, isn't he?
Yeah, took a turn this, didn't it?
I'll cut that bit out.
No, you won't.
No, I won't. Way too lazy. After that, we have a little bit of women's action as Sarah Logan of the Riot Squad defeats Candice LeRae in just under 7.5 minutes with a Kaiju Killer, following a distraction from Ruby Riott. Candice, unfortunately, off her game. A lot of people not suited to their gimmicks in this match, as Ruby and Liv both at ringside supporting their partner Sarah Logan. Candice getting an in-ring performance of 46, which is pretty disappointing. Candice is very good in real life, but in these mods is very underwhelming. Sarah Logan with an in-ring performance of 51, which isn't too bad. Hopefully she can be built up. But
would you like to know a fun fact, Mike?
What's that, Nathan?
Sarah Logan's finish is called the Kaiju Killer. Kaiju is a Japanese word meaning strange creature. Sarah Logan just called Candice LeRae a strange creature.
Or it's just the same move that she's used before to kill strange creatures, and then she found it's extremely effective at putting people away for the count of 3.
Oh, that's a good point. Either way, I don't think Johnny Gargano will be very happy about that. Will we see Johnny later on tonight, Mike?
That's a very good question. We'll have to find out, won't we? Because I don't fucking know.
The answer's yes. Even I know that.
Next up, we have Shane McMahon coming out, and he has a special announcement, and that is that Rey Mysterio is finally cleared to return to the ring, and he is here right now and he's going to talk about the attacks on him at both Survivor Series and at the Royal Rumble, and announce who his attacker was. And so Mysterio's music plays. It's all Booyaka and 619, and I'd say pyro, but they don't do pyro, so it's like
Booyaka.
Woo, like noises and stuff, and probably some sirens and a couple of woo-woos in the crowd and stuff. And he gets down to the ring.
Woo-woo in the comments, please?
And as he's about to grab a microphone, out comes Sheriff Jimmy Wang Yang. And he makes his way down to the ring. No cowboy hat. This picture is a lie, because this cowboy hat does not belong on his head anymore, because it was stolen by Samoa Joe, who you cannot see here. He's not there. Ignore it. He's not there. It's just these three. And so Sheriff Yang comes down to the ring. He also gets a microphone, and he says, "Shane, I've discovered who it was that attacked Rey Mysterio. It was this man right here. Look, he's even wearing his mask." And he points at Rey Mysterio as I've knocked over a can that was on a table that I didn't realise was there, and it's now all over my hand, which is annoying. Jimmy Yang says that, not me. But yeah, so Yang points at Rey Mysterio, says, "This man has attacked Rey Mysterio and stolen his mask." And Shane goes, No, Yang, look how small he is. Nobody else in this company is as small as Rey Mysterio. That has to be Rey Mysterio, because Hornswoggle is banned from the building. And look, he's got the tattoos and everything. And Sheriff Yang goes, "Oh. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm sorry, Shane. I've been very upset since I lost my hat. I'm not thinking straight." And he sort of backs off a bit. He backs off into the corner, allows Rey Mysterio to speak. And as Rey Mysterio is about to speak, out comes Samoa Joe. You weren't expecting that one, were you? Samoa Joe comes out. He's still wearing the comically undersized cowboy hat of Sheriff Jimmy Wang Yang. Looks a little bit like that Kurt Angle picture from his Hall of Fame speech. Except Samoa Joe, not Kurt Angle. And Samoa Joe comes down and he says, "Shane, I bet you're expecting Rey Mysterio to say my name, aren't you? You're expecting me, Samoa Joe, to be the attacker. After all, you thought it was me after Survivor Series, and I was right around Rey Mysterio's number in the Royal Rumble. I think. I think he was. It's like, you're expecting it to be me, but it was not me, because I was in my locker room eating chicken wings and watching some UFC fight or something."
He wasn't watching the Royal Rumble match, he was watching UFC.
Yeah. He's watching real sport.
Oh.
Hey. Never seen a UFC match in my life. And Samoa Joe comes down and he goes, "It wasn't me back then, but if you lot don't get out of my ring right now, it will be me tonight." And Shane goes, "You better not be threatening me, Samoa Joe, because I'm the boss. I'm not Sasha Banks, because I turn up to my job.
Aww.
But I am the boss." You can tell that we haven't recorded this episode very long ago when this comes out, because we're making current references and not references from 4 months ago, like the start of the series.
Yeah, like James Ellsworth being outed as a nonce in the middle of fucking January.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
I do.
Well, not anymore. But yeah, Samoa Joe goes... Shane goes, "Samoa Joe, you better not be threatening me, because that's a bad news. I'm the best in the world. I'm Shane McMahon." And Rey Mysterio goes to actually finally reveal who his attacker is, because Shane has told Samoa Joe to shut up. And then as he's about to talk into the microphone for the 3rd time, the lights go out.
Ooh.
And on the big Titantron, there's just a skull on the screen. It's a black background, white skull. Not like a traditional skull though, it's a bit like fancy and shit. And then the lights come back on, and behind Rey Mysterio and Shane McMahon, it's fucking Penta. And you bet you didn't see that come in when we first came onto this segment 4.5 minutes ago. Didn't expect that, did you? Penta, yeah, fucking, he's been there the whole time. You didn't even notice. But yeah, it was Penta. And Penta attacks Mysterio from behind. Shane McMahon backs into the corner. Jimmy Wang Yang just looks a little bit confused. Goes to help Rey Mysterio, but in comes Samoa Joe, and he joins in. He's attacking Jimmy Wang Yang. He's attacking Rey Mysterio. Shane McMahon's got out of the way because he's the best in the world, and it wouldn't be fair if he got himself involved. There's a bit of a brawl in the ring between the four people, and then he grabs a microphone because they've dropped. Rey Mysterio finally dropped his after going on for like 5 minutes and not saying anything. And he goes, "Right, you lot, you better bloody stop, because this isn't a sanctioned match. But what will be a sanctioned match is right now, the four of you are going to fight, because that's how WWE works. And it's going to be Rey Mysterio and Sheriff Jimmy Wang Yang, the Dream Team, versus Samoa Joe and Penta. Go." And by the way, Samoa Joe's still wearing Jimmy Wang Yang's hat for this match. And the winner, in 7 minutes and 41 seconds, by submission, Samoa Joe, defeating Sheriff Yang with the Coquina Clutch. Samoa Joe carrying the match in terms of his in-ring performance with a very impressive 86, which is very, very good indeed. Penta getting himself a 67, which is also quite good. Rey Mysterio getting a 64, and somehow Sheriff Jimmy Wang Yang getting himself a 60, almost as good as Rey Mysterio. I've been saying it for years. And a very good match rating of a 72B-.
Yeah, good one, Ray.
And Sheriff Yang improving his flying skills, which will be handy when he goes back to TNA as part of the Flying Alvises with Sonny Siaki.
Aww.
Just thought I'd throw that reference in there.
That was a very obscure reference.
Yeah.
86 from Samoa Joe. What a man.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio almost getting the same rating as Sheriff Yang.
I mean, he's coming on leaps and bounds, Rey Mysterio. He's getting up there with the veterans.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like Penta might be the person that attacked Rey Mysterio.
Yeehaw.
Who'd have thunk it? Me. It was the plan the whole time. It was him. Spoilers.
It was him all along.
Yeah.
Austin.
And after that, the match is with Samoa Joe having Jimmy Wang Yang in the Coquina Clutch in the middle of the ring just before Wang Yang taps out. Penta pulls Mysterio off the apron, throws him into the barricade, throws him into the ring steps, everything, hits him with a chair, goes to put him through a table, but Rey Mysterio is so small and tiny that he actually doesn't go through the table, he just ends up on top of it.
Aww.
Goes on Botchamania afterwards, everyone's a little bit annoyed. But yeah, Penta stands tall over Rey Mysterio in a very good 77B.
Good angle.
Looks like we have a WrestleMania match in the sort of ascendancy here. The first WrestleMania match. Actually, no, it's not, because we've got the Money in the Bank ones that we've. Not Money in the Bank, what's it called? Royal Rumble. That's the one.
There we go.
They're
We've got
booked, don't they?
Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. And as we saw on Raw, I think Dean Ambrose will be fighting Seth Rollins. And if he won't be, then I've just made that fucking up. It's obviously the plan anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, something happened.
If you've been watching this long and you can't figure out that Dean Ambrose is fighting Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, then it's natural selection, really.
What's Charlotte Flair got to do with this?
I don't know. But
anyway,
speaking of matches that could be happening at WrestleMania, take it away, Mike.
Yeah, in a bout that had some decent wrestling, but sadly not a lot of heat. The big man Xavier Woods defeats Leo Rush in 9 minutes and 30 by pinfall with the Shining Wizard. Unfortunately, Woods was really off his game, but still got a 61 to Leo Rush's 53. No work improvements.
I think our news correspondent's a bit wrong, Mike. He's saying that a match with Leo Rush didn't have much heat. That's not what I've been hearing on the reports. Leo Rush has got loads of heat.
Yeah, but that's all backstage, mate. It's not the fans.
Oh, right.
None of the fans give a shit because he's just a very small man.
Aww.
Yeah, no work improvement, 61C, not the best. But we have a little promo backstage saying, with Xavier Woods and the rest of the New Day, Woods basically says, yeah, the Cruiserweights are getting a new TV show. That was announced on Raw by, was it Ali?
Yay!
So Xavier Woods says, Cruiserweight's getting a new show. He's a Cruiserweight. So looks like it's going to be a new day for the Cruiserweight division. And then, as the New Day start dancing around in the ring, out comes Elias, because he's next. And he hits one of them in the head with the guitar. Let's say it was Big E.
Oh.
Big guitar shot for Big E there. 69C plus, A Lamau, because it's the New Day, and it's 69s, and it's a sex joke, and they're immature. Boom.
Oh.
But anyway, we move on.
I don't think sex and Xavier Woods should be mentioned in the same sentence.
It was a long time ago. We move on to the next match, which is Elias versus Kofi Kingston. However, it is Kofi Kingston that gets the win, defeating Elias in just over 10.5 minutes with the Trouble in Paradise, which I believe was the subtitle to a popular Viva Pinata game from back in the day, which I have over on my desk somewhere, over on my bookcase, because I bought it for £2 from Asda instead of being a meal deal one day, and never played it. But it's here somewhere. I played it on the Xbox, it was a good game. Anyway, Elias with a 53, Kofi with a 77. No work improvements, a 73 B-. Looks like Kofi is getting back in the chase to get his US title back.
And people think that I chat shit.
And yeah, Kofi grabs the mic, he tells Gable he's coming for that US title. He's getting his revenge, he's getting his title back. And he may be an American hero, but he's not a New Day American hero. Yeah. With spices, lime, some herbs, chicken, bit of lamb, and some M&S vinegar. The Americans aren't going to have a fucking clue what I'm on about there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't just a New Day segment, this was an M&S New Day segment.
And hopefully Big E can get some revenge on Elias after that attack.
It's not happening because I'm going to forget it happened immediately.
Oh, maybe they could fight in a tag match.
Guess who's here, Nathan? It's Jonathan Gargano.
Oh, and speaking of tag matches, what happens here?
In fact, we have a SmackDown tag team title match.
Ooh,
with
big
the
blue belt.
Reigning champions Gargano, who defeated The Miz and Kurt Hawkins at No Way Out in a very thrilling contest. It was very close. Gargano defeat The Bar, who have had a little bit of tension in recent times, in just under 12 minutes, when Ono defeats Cesaro by pinfall with the Heroes Welcome.
Oh no!
Wink wink. Cesaro, though, carried the match in terms of his in-ring performance with an impressive 84. Ono with a 72, Gargano with a 70, and Sheamus with a 65. No work for improvements, unfortunately, but a 75B- is a decent match rating for our tag team title scene.
Yes, it is.
And following that, we're going to
very good tag matches tonight on SmackDown.
In fact, it doesn't happen there. We'll find out what happens next week.
Ooh.
But yeah, Nakamura comes out for a title celebration. He is, of course, the brand new SmackDown World WWE Heavyweight Champion of the World WWE Champion.
Universe.
You've gone over the top now. He, of course, won in the Elimination Chamber, defeating AJ Styles, Aleister Black, Pete Dunne, Braun Strowman, and someone else. Who was the other one?
Randy
it was someone. No, it wasn't Randy Orton. He's
AJ?
fucking fired for drugs or whatever.
Oh yeah, you fired Randy Orton, didn't you?
I might not have mentioned this. I did fire Randy Orton. It was like his third offence already, so I just fucking got rid of him. Was it the? No, it wasn't the Miz, because the Miz was in the other match. It was Cesaro. It was Cesaro, because that's why they have the whole fucking tension shit. It was Cesaro. So yeah, Nakamura beat all those fuckers, wins the title, comes out for his big Nakabration. That doesn't work. Comes out for his big title celebration. However, it gets interrupted by Mr. Royal Rumble winner himself. I nearly said Mr. Money in the Bank, but Mr. Royal Rumble winner himself, Daniel Bryan, comes out with the whole going to Mania. And he goes, yo, Shinsuke Nakamura, I'm going to WrestleMania. You're going to WrestleMania. Let's go to WrestleMania together. Goes for a big hug like he used to with Kane. Nakamura's just like, what the fuck are you on? Give me some of your drugs. Hugs him. And looks like we have a match for WrestleMania. Or do we? Because we have a tag team match for tonight in the main event. I've lost the plot. I'll be honest, I forgot what happened when I booked this. I booked this like 2 weeks ago. It's been a while. We're busy. We've both got lives. It's horrible, isn't it?
Why do they hug and then fight each other?
I forgot what was happening next. I thought something else was happening. They don't hug.
You wouldn't get this on Raw.
We're all on drugs. But no,
you get that on Raw.
That's because on Raw we tend to look at what you've booked before we go into this. But yeah. They don't hug. Daniel Bryan basically tells Nakamura he's coming for him at WrestleMania. He wants to win the WWE title after he's won the Royal Rumble. He's coming for Nakamura rather than Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins is already in a storyline, so it wouldn't make much sense. He's coming for Nakamura. But they're not going to clash tonight. Well, they are going to clash tonight in a way, but it's going to be tag team action as Aleister Black and Daniel Bryan team up against Nakamura and Pete Dunne. And Aleister Black picks up the win, defeating Pete Dunne by pinfall with the Black Mass Kick. Pete Dunne was asking for a challenge. Maybe the boy's bitten off more than he can chew. Get it? Bitten, because he bites everything. Oh.
Pete Dunne likes finger food, Cassius Ohno likes toe food, said Mario Ronaldo once. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Never.
So maybe Aleister Black, Pete Dunne, WrestleMania, UK title. But yeah, Daniel Bryan with a 91 in ring performance, Nakamura with a 90, both extremely impressive. Aleister Black with a 74, très bien, that was bad, très bien, still worse. Pete Dunne with a 69, Lamau, gonna join the New Day. Any worker improvements? Pete Dunne, technical skills, technical New Day. I'm very tired. But an 82B main event is very good. I don't know what happened. This was going so well until this.
No, it wasn't.
It was. We're going to end the show here with a 79B, improving our popularity in 18 regions. A good show, all in all. You know what? It skipped this between the Penta attack and the Xavier. I was pretty sure I had this on the card. So, just so you know, TEW hates women. TEW is very sort of male supremacy, okay? It's not me, it's TEW. I tried to book the women, it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, on the latest episode of Raw that I did on my 05 Ruthless Aggression series, there were no women on the entire show. Some might say that I just forgot to book women, which is a very plausible alternative.
You'd never see me doing that.
But TEW shits all over women. That's why it was.
So yeah, even though this video is already long enough, we'll just do a quick little rundown here. Charlotte is in the ring after the whole Penta Mysterio shenanigans goes down. They cut to an ad break, they come back. Charlotte in the ring. She's on the microphone.
What was that?
Ta-da!
Oh.
She's in the ring with a microphone like every other fucker that's been on the show so far. She demands the WrestleMania match against Becky Lynch. She said that Sonya Deville had her opportunity, she blew it. Charlotte, she had Asuka beat. It went to a no contest just because Charlotte decided that she didn't want to win yet, got a little bit carried away, beating up Asuka, and then got herself counted out. But she deserves the title match against Becky. She's the only person that can beat Becky, and that she is the best, and it's best for business, and it would be natural selection, and she's doing it with flair, and she makes me want to throw up.
She's doing it with her dad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very weird. You wouldn't blame him. I mean, you would blame him. What I meant to say is, you wouldn't be surprised.
You wouldn't blame him. Hashtag Mike's like, I'm not even going there.
Woo! It's not incest if it's wincest. We're just going to end it here. But yeah,
Thank
basically,
you all for watching.
Becky, Asuka, and
one.
Sonya came down to Charlotte. They had a big disagreement. There's going to be a fight next week. It's a whole thing. It's just going to leave it there. Look forward to that next time. Next episode will be Raw. We might be doing a Cruiserweight show. We don't know if we're doing it yet, or if we're doing it in a week, or if we're doing it after WrestleMania. We're going to figure it out. We've got lots of ideas, not a lot of time, not a lot of brains. We'll get there though. See you soon.
Try you fuckers.